Good morning, friends, and welcome back to writing. Today we're going to read a story called Best Friend Sleepover by Jacqueline Rogers. Now, this story is a great story for writing because it has a beginning, middle, and end. And we're working on writing our own pieces with beginning, middles, and end. What good writers do to get ideas is they read books that inspire them. So today I hope this book inspires you, and I want you to be thinking about what happens in the beginning, middle, and end of this story. Here we go. Best Friend Sleepover. Gilbert was invited to a slumber party at Eddie Bellows' house. Their best friends from school would be there, Ricky Rhino and Connor Crocodile, but Gilbert had never slept over at anyone's house before. As his mother helped him pack, he was excited and a little worried. "Everything at Eddie's is huge," Gilbert said to his mom. "What if I can't find the bathroom in the dark tonight?" "Don't worry," she said. "Your friends will help you." "But what if I can't fall asleep without my good night song?" "Just remember to pat Clarence, your clown," said his mother. "He'll take my place and you'll be fine." So, buddies, this is the beginning of the story. Can you tell me how Gilbert is feeling in the beginning of the story? I know I'm not right there, but just whisper to your shoulder or to a grown-up and that'll be like telling me. So in the beginning of this story, Gilbert is feeling, I think, a little excited and worried to go to the sleepover. That's right. That was our beginning. Gilbert's mother dropped him off at Eddie's house, and by the time the four friends greeted each other, Gilbert had forgotten all his worries. First, Mrs. Bellows brought out a huge box of funny old clothes and costumes. When the boys grew tired of dressing up, they played with Eddie's racetrack and cars. Ricky made a bridge for the cars to go under, and Gilbert had to try it out. Gilbert was it during hide and seek, and last at pin the flies on the hyena. That's when Mr. Bellows showed up with a big flat box. "Yum, pizza," said Connor. "I could eat 3 pieces." "I could eat 6 slices," said Eddie. Then it happened. Gilbert started it, the best pillow fight ever, until Mr. Bellows stopped it. Next, the boys settled down with big sheets of paper and Eddie's new markers. Quietly, they began to draw. "I love your circus picture," Ricky told Gilbert. "Can I have it?" "No," Gilbert said. "I want to take it home for my mom." Finally, Mrs. Bellows called from the kitchen. It was time to clean up. "It's way past everyone's bedtime," she said. The 4 friends washed and brushed. At last, Connor, Eddie, Ricky, and Gilbert climbed into their sleeping bags and snuggled down for the night. But Gilbert couldn't fall asleep. "I miss my mom," he whispered, "and I forgot to bring Clarence." Gilbert tried not to cry, but a big tear rolled down his cheek. No one knew what to do. Mrs. Bellows tried a glass of warm milk and honey. Mr. Bellows tried to read a story, but poor Gilbert just cried and cried. Mrs. Bellows was about to call Gilbert's mom when suddenly Connor had an idea. He picked up his ukulele and started to play his favorite song. Eddie joined in drumming on the pizza box, and Ricky tapped on the wooden cups. Buddies, now this is the middle of our story. What has happened in the middle of the story? Think about all that's happened at his friend's house, Eddie's house, and whisper in your shoulder a couple of the things you remember. I remember Gilbert having a good time with his friends and the pillow fight. What do you remember? Also, buddy, Gilbert's feelings kind of changed. How did Gilbert feel in the middle of the story to start with? Excited and having a good time with his friends. But now his feelings have changed as the night has went on. How is Gilbert feeling as they get ready for bed? Remember, whisper in your shoulder or tell an adult. Then Ricky did something special. He gave Gilbert his teddy bear. Gilbert hugged the bear close. Within minutes, the boys were fast asleep. By morning, Gilbert was feeling just fine. Mrs. Bellows brought the breakfast on a large tray. The boys ate as they packed up their things. Now it was Gilbert's turn to do something special. He gave Ricky his circus picture. I can draw another one for my mom, he said. Thanks, Gilbert, said Ricky. When the parents came to pick up the boys, Gilbert said his thank yous and goodbyes. Gilbert's mom gave him a hug. I found Clarence at home last night, she whispered. Did you miss him? I was okay, Mom, said Gilbert with a smile. I had my best friends. Buddies, what happens at the end of this story? Whisper to your shoulder, tell an adult, or think just quietly in your private brain about what happens at the end of this story. How is Gilbert feeling at the end of the story? I think he's feeling a little bit better. His friends cheered him up and made him more comfortable in the sleepover. That's my idea. What's your idea? Now, I'm wondering if you were going to write about a time that you helped a friend or someone feel better, what would you write? I've made my list and this is what I want you to do next. We always make a brainstorming list of writing ideas before we begin to write. The way I have helped somebody, here's my list so far. I had to think about it. I have liked helping my grandma clean house, helping my friend tie her shoe, helping my brother carry groceries, and helping my friend move to a new house. I helped a lot of friends do different things, and I wonder, what have you helped someone with? Make your list just like I've made mine. And when you've decided to write about something special, I want you to circle that special thing, okay? I am going to say, helping my friend move to a new house. So I'm going to start thinking about a story with a beginning, middle, and end that I can write about helping my friend move to her new house. Today I want you to make this list, like I said, circle your most special, helpful moment, and then think about, in your head, just think about ideas you can write about this special moment with a beginning, middle, and end. You can also use those transitional words we've been talking about. You can start with one day or once upon a time if you want, and then you'll use those transitional words to help us know that your story is moving on to the beginning, middle, and end. All right, buddies, get started, and I will see you soon. Bye.